Hi folks, welcome back to the 8 Regents. So, our Baratheon against the Knights Watch match is coming to an end. And unfortunately we have two games played this morning at the same time. So this would be, I guess, game 6 since Steven's game started a few minutes earlier. And Steven is recording that one, so hopefully we can bring you that one as well. And here we have Dennis playing against Templar, and we have interesting decks. So banner Stag for Templar, which is a bit of a mystery. I'm guessing, I guess at first glance, that this could be playing Throne and Chamber maybe. And Dennis is playing Banner Sun. Now, I've tried Banner Sun in a couple of the friendly open events recently with very little success. So hopefully Dennis has been able to do a little bit better with it. Now hopefully my connection holds for this one. I've been having some problems. And let's see what we have. We have Renly with Bastard Daughter and some economy, so great setup for Dennis. And on the other side we have Castle Black, which provides some stand and specializes in casting location abilities. And Edric Storm, so should be Throne in Chamber according to this probably. And just have a look. We do have Dennis's deck here to see how many locations there are to be cancelled. They're basically just economies, so maybe Castle Black won't be as annoying on this occasion. We have Brand the Builder, so it would be nice to stop these triggers, to stop that Throne in Chamber being found. And we have Summer Harvest hitting the 5 gold, which is not too bad. You are looking for Late Summer Feast ideally, or the Maiden still gives you 8, but 7 not too bad to start with. And of course there is also Renly's ability to put something into play for free. And Templar goes first. Red Priest. So that's going to be taking the most annoying card. And it takes economy, Great Hall. All 3 icons, a bunch of small characters, so very difficult now for Dennis to stop Brand the Builder completely. If in fact that is of course what he will try to do at all. Okay, we have Sandstead on Renly. So after a Summer Plot card enters your spell, you can gain a power, and Summer Harvest is of course a Summer Plot, so probably the rest of the plot deck will be similar, and this passive power could start to build up. if nothing is done. And we have Castle Black cancelling the economy now. Of course, Red Priest did check the hand, so Templar probably knows that there won't be any other location triggers this round. But still, there is plenty of gold. Putting in Sir Davos as well. And we do have a king, of course, we do have Renly, so now a couple of options. You could defend everything to stop the plot triggering, or you could let stuff unopposed and then of course you strike back with power claim and potentially Davos's ability. Yeah, could defend all of them. Or does he let this one go? Well, actually he can defend all of them, because Edric could push the power challenge through. Okay, Davos on defense. Doesn't quite work out, because there is no power on the faction card. And now if Edric wants to trigger the plot, of course, this one you do leave unopposed, and then you can take that power back with the escort. So finding the Iron Throne, and we have Castle Black that can stand one character. So I'm thinking that could be Bastard in Hiding, and then choice of... well, it stands itself. Oh, it can only stand a Night's Watch character, so this is going pretty high into the banner characters here, and it's all Baratheon. So actually both of these challenges will be pushed through. And that means Dennis gets up to 4 already, plus the Sandstead that is coming up. And even dominance here. Now what do we have here? Needing a steward card. Now what has not been initiated? Intrigue and Lay Waste. Gone. Now this is unfortunate. I'm not sure it was going to be used on the Castle Black, because then you get the Throne in Chamber set potentially into play. But certainly next round for the Throne this could have been an option. Never mind, so we have 5 power for Dennis and another one. Okay, so Red Priest did check the hand, of course, and saw that this was about to happen. Now we know that the throne was drawn. So is there anything higher cost, or will we just see the chamber coming in here? Another thing that could be in the deck, of course, is the core wall, and there it is. Okay. Now, I'm guessing this is going to work. So we have wall, throne and chamber potentially for the rest of the game against whatever Renly and his buddy Davos here can do, along with the Sand Steed. And drawing that extra card for the Hob. Okay, for the watch. Makes it very likely that the wall will be defended, and we have exchange of information on the other side. And looks like another Sand Steed is the only option here, so more passive power, some economy, Bastard Daughter, and we have a superior claim as well. And here we go, Renly gets the passive power. Now he is unprotected, so if things go out of hand, it's still an option for Templar to play Morghulis if he has it. And now what to do with the other Sand Steed is the question. I'm putting it on Davos now. That's 11 between them as far as the cost is concerned, so I can't carry both of them through the Harris. Okay, Godry. Another knight. Okay, doesn't bestow anything. And another Sand Steed, the third one, and this one is on a character that will survive it, so now it's a problem here for Templar. If he does nothing, then the Sand Steeds will be faster than the wall, I think, because next round goes from 6 to potentially 9 in the plot phase. Okay, Melisandre getting rid of Davos. And here comes the throne, but no chamber. Still standing is the faction card for Renly's ability. And now if Templar wants the wall, he needs to defend it, so maybe just go for the 3 challenges here. Of course, first one is not going to matter because of the plot. Then if anyone can be pushed through at least, even if it's defended, should be with Renly to get the renown on him. And currently the weakest icon here is the military one. Bringing in Hedge Knight, and that allows Godry to react, does it? No, it does not. Only works on marshalling. Okay, so Godric could do the first one potentially. Going military first. So I guess... Well, Renly can't win intrigue by himself. So it has to be power if he wants the renown. Okay, he's just going to kneel out the defenders here, probably Melisandre, just to protect the hand. And here comes the power, also defended, and there is no claim. And now power icon to do the challenge back. And this one can be defended, but okay, just the bastard daughter, which is taken for claim. Getting rid of another kneel character, so this is a very strong one in this combination because it kneels one of the two costers, for instance escort, and then gives you the Melisandre trigger to kneel Davos or Renly. And intrigue from the other side. Okay, that's a good one. You think Robert, maybe he could have been controlled with Melisandre, but definitely good pull as well. And winning dominance and the wall gets him up to 4. And now we'll see. Not in a great position to do a hard reset. Of course, Melisandre would get killed, and Red Priest. Okay, he took economy, so not that important. But if he doesn't do it, 6 becomes 9 with these, and then if it's tourney for the king, all of these knights could have renown, and if they all did military together, would get Dennis close to victory. Okay, and it is the Harris, so it's not going to be doing any work on Davos, this one, but it does allow Dennis to survive this pretty well with Renly and 2 more characters, and he will be gaining 2 power at least. And another summer plot being played, so 8 becomes 10 in the next blood phase, even if nothing else happens. Unfortunately, Dennis having to go first on this occasion. And 3 cards for the Time of Plenty should give him plenty of options. Another knight, Sir Justin. There is a king, so he has renown. And one stand, so stands Renly or himself potentially. And he gets the Sand Steed. Bastard Daughter for free with Renly's ability, and still 3 gold remaining, which is unlikely to do anything useful, I guess. And now the dupe comes into play, so now there is a little bit more worry here for Dennis. Templar could definitely do with Melisandre trigger at least. Bastard of Night Song. Definitely a good one. Especially second player. Now they have 9 on defense. Let's see. Renly and Sir Justin, along with one of the knights, can push the power challenge through and trigger some stand. Oh, never mind. Here comes the Melisandre Nil. And Superior Claim. Good choice. Still 9 power available. So that is pushed through. Sir Justin can still stand, but no intrigue icons now, so the wall is safe. He could also just pass here to make sure the Bastard of Night Song doesn't trigger. Going for it. With everyone, okay. Now, are there any tricks? No. So that wins the power challenge by 5. Superior Claim would have been very strong. And Sir Justin stands, so he can stop the unopposed challenge coming in from the Bastard of Nightsong, so it's 10-3, but about to get much closer here. And taking one of the last 2 cards remaining. Maybe this could be the time to trigger that King's Gate. Not sure what options Dennis has for draw. Okay, not defending this one at all. But still, it's not going to be enough to win dominance. And now Templar gets up to 10. And the next round could potentially be the last. So if there is no Morghulis, Dennis can maybe go for that tourney for the king. Get the 3 power with Sand Steeds, which gets him up to 11, and then try to attack with all of the knights for the renown military challenge, or power potentially. And if Morghulis is played, that leaves Melisandre and Hob. Nothing on the board on the other side, and I think game 1 potentially for Templar. Okay, that's too bad. I think tourney would have possibly worked, but Feast for Crows, so that's going to win the game, I think, with the wall and the trigger. So Dennis needs to win before that. Let's see if he can. He has 11 power and some renown in play here. This time Melisandre has to do her thing first. Okay. Chamber might not matter. I think it's going to be game over before that trigger anyway, if Dennis doesn't close it in the challenges phase and renowned character knelt. Okay, and this is feeding the mother, so chance to draw something at least. Vengeance stops the military challenge, maybe. Depends if Templar can get himself to 13 or not. Now Robert would be nice for sure here. Well, 9 gold, so I'm guessing he can marshal anything he has, and Renly can get something in for free. And this is not bad if he can do the challenge with us. Can have Renly gain power and stand him. Okay, hopefully something in hand. If not, there is still the King's Gate if he can get himself to 5 power on the faction card. Probably not, to be fair. And now what do you do? And Templar going for it. And the problem is that if he gets himself to 13, the strong icon here is the military one, and Benjen could be killed for victory. But if Davos does defend this, let's see, so he could discard 1 power and have Renly gain 1 power. So Justin could then stand Renly. That would be 9 for Templar, 12 for Dennis. And letting this one through was of course dangerous. If you have something you want to do with Renly, you need to do it here because could be discarded and doesn't help you. Okay, he had 5 gold left, so not using the nightmares on Benjen or Bastard of Nightsong, or potentially the wall to bring Stag down of the only Night's Watch character. And finishing on 11, so nightmares on the wall. Yeah, it doesn't really help. If power stays on 11, that's Throne Chamber and Feast for Crows. So he needs to win it here. But can he? Well, now is there something still in hand, I wonder. He is going for the 9 power here. Now this could be defended with everything potentially. And maybe keeping that nightmares was protecting the Event, no song so sweet. Let's just remind ourselves what that does. Yeah, I could put a standing Baratheon character into a challenge that way. So defending with 14 and even putting Davos in the challenge here won't be enough. Yeah, that's where the nightmares would have helped. Okay, now Davos can do intrigue. And no answers for this one. So I'm guessing that event might have been in hand here, but I guess we'll never know. And finishing with 5 gold. So when he had the 5 power on the faction card, he might have used the King's Gate the previous round to give himself more options. Yeah, has the Bastard of Night Song still in hand, and seems like that might just have been enough to do that big challenge, get himself from 11 to 15. Let's see, so 1 for claim would be 12, and then he has renown and disability 14, and then maybe find something else in the other challenges which he might be able to do with Davos. Okay, so this game not that important. It's the first win for Night's Watch, and as you can see, in the first 4 games we did win all 4 of them. So Baratheon already wins this match, but the result now is depending of course on what happened in the other game. So we have 4-1 before we know the result of Steven's game. And the last one, game 7, still to be played between Makak and Feuerbart this afternoon, and hopefully we can bring you that one as well. So thanks for joining me.